Hi guys, it's Quentin here from Quality Marketing Solutions, or Q Marketing for short. In this video, I'm going to be going through what is CPC, or what does the term CPC mean in digital marketing and paid advertising. Now, this video is going to be part of a series I'm making where I go through various terms, commonly used terms in digital marketing. So let me jump straight into it. So CPC stands for cost per click. So it's the average cost you're going to pay when somebody clicks on your ad. So every time somebody clicks on it, you will pay a specific amount, and that is what we call your CPC, your cost per click. So in this example over here, let's say you are running a campaign and you spend 5,000 Rand on that campaign, and this gets you 1,000 clicks. And therefore, your cost per click is going to be, or your CPC is going to be your total cost divided by your total clicks. So in this example here, it's 5,000 Rand divided by 1,000, and that means your cost per click is 5 Rand. So every time somebody clicked on your ad, you ended up paying 5 Rand for it. So a lot of new business people that's not advertising yet, they usually ask, how much will I pay for a click? So in statistic.com, I got this little graph here. I just changed the value. It was in dollars. I just converted it into rands over here. And so this is South Africa, the various industries and the cost per click of various industries. Now, obviously, this is just an average, and it doesn't mean that you will pay these prices. So just for example, here, the beauty and skincare, on average, it costs 4.66, 4.66 per click in that industry. Then, as you can see, insurance over here, which is a very competitive industry, you pay 47 Rand per click. You can also see marketing and advertising, so all the agencies running ads for themselves, you'll see there that it's 11 Rand something a click. So on average, across all these industries in South Africa, you'll end up paying about 6.35 per click. That's on average. But your cost, your CPC is determined by various things. So you can't really judge by this, but this is just a good guide to say, okay, maybe I'm in the fitness industry, more or less I'll pay 2.33 per click. But it really varies, and there's a lot of things that influence your cost per click. I will put that chart in the description so you can have a look at it. And then people that are advertising, they usually ask, is my cost per click too high? So let me just go through this example over here again. So let's say your advertising cost is 5,000 Rand, your cost per click is 5 Rand, your average order value of your products that you sell is 500 Rand. And let's say we have a conversion rate of 2%, which is very typical on the internet and for e-commerce. You take your 1,000 clicks times a 2% conversion rate, which means you've got 20 orders coming through there from this campaign, and your amount of revenue that you brought in is the 500 Rand order value times the 20 sales that you made, and you end up with 10,000 Rand in revenue from this campaign. So to determine, is my cost per click at a good price? Am I paying a good sum for my clicks? You're going to want to determine your return on ad spend, or your ROS, your ROAS. So what you do is you take your 10,000 Rand revenue divided by what it costs you for the ads, your advertising cost, and that's going to give you a 200% return on ad spend. So this means that for every 1 Rand you spent on ads, you got 2 Rand back. So which is a good. So this means that in this case, your cost per click is not too high. So let me just use to another example. So let's say, for example, now we keep everything the same. Your cost is still 5,000 Rand. Your cost per click is still 5 Rand. Average order value is 500 Rand, but now your conversion rate is 1%. So 1% times your 1,000 clicks, that means you only got 10 sales. and you only made 500 Rand revenue from the campaign. So your return on ad spend is the 5,000 divided by the 5,000. That gives you 100% return on ad spend. So what that means is that for every 1 Rand you spend, you got 1 Rand back. So it's a break even, sort of a break even on your ad spend. So in paid advertising, you always want to go for more than 100% return on ad spend so that you are at least making some profit and covering your ad costs and not just breaking even. But this also depends on the size of your business. If you're running a huge business, some companies, they just want to break even so that they can acquire customers and so forth. But it's always good practice to aim for 2 to 3 times, even 4 return on ad spend, so you know you're covering all your costs. So in this case, your cost per click is too high. And what I've noticed is, from my experience, is it's best to work to get your cost per click as low as possible. So do everything, make sure your quality score of your ads are good, your landing page is good and that. But basically, it's very small drops that you're going to get. You're not going to get, let's say you're paying 10 Rand per click, you're not going to be able to bring it down to not like 1 Rand or whatever the case may be. You won't get that big kind of drops in your cost per click. So sometimes it's better to focus on other things that you can control. So you can control your conversion rate. So you can make adjustments to your website, to your offer, the offer that you're making. You can see how can you improve your cost per click, because you can see the big difference it makes going from 1% conversion rate to 2% conversion rate. It makes big leaps in results. Then also your order value. So is it possible that you increase, is there some ways you can increase your order value by adding on different products or things just to increase your order value? So yeah, having said that, that's the end. Thanks for watching. I hope you find it valuable and you now understand what CPC stands for, or what cost per click stands for. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be adding more videos and completing the series of some valuable information about digital marketing. Thanks, and keep